Howdy folks, High Value DMD. Don't just give me your subscription, but please let me earn it. Let me earn your like and let me earn your comment. Some of you out there believe much differently than me. You have a different set of values. You have a different set of politics, a different view of religion. You view the world differently. And there are people out there that absolutely 100% detest everything that I believe, that I stand for, heck, the way I look. People hate me. But let me tell you, folks, all of those people that hold those views that are so contrary to mine, that are hostile to mine, I'm just going to remind you of this simple fact that there are conservatives, there are Republicans that are physicians, that are dentists, that are pharmacists, that are nurses, that are carpenters, that are plumbers, that are tradesmen of all colors and stripes, that are policemen. There are people that you need on a daily basis that believe drastically different than you. And, you know, I have my private conversations with my friends, and I have my views about liberals and Democrats. I think the day-to-day person, the average person out there, right? I've got friends that are liberal, that are leftist. They are average day-to-day people that are just trying to have the same things as you, man. They're trying to pay their rent, put gas in their car. They're trying to keep the lights on and keep shelter over their head and food on the table. They're people day to day. And so while I have convictions about liberals, especially what has been happening in our country, I don't view everybody as an extremist and as a lunatic. However, I think that's the conservative way of doing things. I find that Republicans and conservatives are, or really try to be, balanced when it comes down to it. When they're not talking to their friends in private and saying and blowing off steam, right? When they come out and they have a conversation, they are balanced. And with my one or two liberal friends, they are balanced as well. But I don't know. It really just seems like, in general, a lot of the left are unhinged, and they have completely dismissed the other side 100%. Like, I saw a video of Hillary Clinton the other day, essentially saying that we need to just roll back everything that the white male Christian has ever done. And so there are people that just completely dismiss me, my values, what I say, 100% without even knowing me. Okay? I'm your dentist, dude. Like, I am your dentist. Like, you need me, right? If your tooth starts popping off, man, you need a root canal, you need a filling, you need an extraction. Dude, I'm right here. You never know who's going to be the doctor that sits down with you, man. So you can pipe off all you want about how you hate me and you despise me and you want people like me just to be gone from this world, man. You can say all that, but at the end of the day, you need me. You 100% need me, and you rely on me. Because people like me, who have work ethic in their blood, and I am saying it is in my blood, and not all my family has it, but let me tell you, my grandfather was a construction worker, a carpenter, and my dad was a construction worker and a carpenter. And you know what I learned growing up? I learned what hard work was, what sacrifice was, what working on Saturdays was like. And so I have that same work ethic down into my spirit and into my blood. And I will do the best work that I possibly can do for any of my patients, irrespective of who they are. That's how I was raised, and that's how I practice my field of dentistry, and that's how I'm going to practice as an oral surgeon. This door is bothering me. And believe it or not, I had a transgender patient the other day in my chair. And this was a male that was trying to be a female. The guiding ethics, the guiding principles of healthcare are as follows: patient autonomy, beneficence, do good, maleficence, do no harm. So there's 3. Let's see if I can remember the rest. Justice, treat everyone equally. There's 4. Beneficence, maleficence, patient autonomy, justice. I can't remember the last one. Look, I just had a Rick Perry moment, whatever. But I've got the main ones here. This transgender patient that sat in my chair, I believe that everybody on this earth should be treated with respect. Everybody is a child of God. God has created all of us. And so you know what I do? I think I am going to go above and beyond to try to make this person's experience in my chair, and this extraction I was doing, an extraction can be kind of scary, okay? People don't typically want their teeth taken out, and I don't have the ability yet to provide sedation. So this person was going to be awake, they were going to be numb but awake. I wanted to give the very best experience to this person in hopes that they might perhaps look back and think, that white male guy, and this was a white male trying to be a woman. But in hopes that this person would think, that doctor treated me with respect. That doctor listened to me. That doctor had good bedside manner. That doctor was careful with their technique and all of those things. So that's what I believe. And all of you that are cursing my name, people like me, I want you to remember that, because we are doing your procedures. We are taking care of your health care. And I treat everybody that is different than me, that I perceive to have different beliefs as me. I always try to go above and beyond. And really, that's violating the guiding principle of justice, because I am actually treating someone maybe a little bit better than someone that looks like me, that talks like me, that has my beliefs. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Because that goes into a whole other point about how I feel as if, like, white Americans, we don't have this tribal groupthink. We don't think of ourselves as one people. And at least the way I was raised, my parents, how we do in the South, we always try to treat other people well, very well. And I'm definitely treating people that are different than me. I'm going above and beyond. I am. Because I hope one day that it'll prove to them that white guy wasn't this evil person, that he cared about me, that he took his time with me, that he listened to what I had to say. That's my small contribution, because I'm not a politician right now. You never know what I might do. But that's my small way of making an impact. Sort of my ministry, so to speak. I believe in God and Christianity and treating people well and with respect, but that's what I do. So don't you forget that. That the 1 or 2% of liberals that are still listening, do not forget. Okay? Don't sit in my chair and pipe off and say a bunch of stuff because the other guy that just so happened to vote differently than you, he may screw you over. He may screw you over in a big way. But typically we don't believe that way. We believe in treating everybody with respect. So remember, I'm your dentist. I'm your doctor. Remember that before you start spouting off some nonsense. With that, I will leave you. I hope I earned your subscription. I hope I earned your like, and I hope I earned your comment. Let me know what you think below. Until next time.